Hi, this is Carol. Just finished Curious Intentions with Mark, and we did Getting Curious About Being Perfect Take 2. And it was really good, by the way. It was awesome. I did not expect the direction it turns. I just didn't expect that. And it just came out amazing. You've got to see how that turns out. I am downloading the audio and video portion of it right now. But I thought I'd catch you up, since I'm already in front of the camera, on what's been going on. I've been a little busy, so I haven't had a chance to get caught up. So I went, let's see, I saw the doctor this week, and the neurologist, finally saw the neurologist for, I guess there's 20 bits of white matter in my brain. Anyway, it was really interesting. I mean, I think I was, well, I did have an expectation of what would happen, and kind of that's what happened, which is that they'll need to do another test. However, nothing that the doctor told me is going to change what I'm doing, which is treating the symptom, which I'm getting more intentional about and really clear about, is to keep a stimulation away from me. So being hyper-aroused can cause the brain fog. That's the only symptom I have. And so, you know, as I notice what affects me, the more that I'm able to make choices that work with my life. So things are going well. I did kind of wondered if I should, hi Suzanne, I wondered if I should let go of my business this week. I actually walked through the process in my mind of letting go of my business. And you'll see, if you watched Curious Intentions, I talked to Mark about it. And I got curious about it, and then I walked away with, no, I don't want to do that. But getting curious, hands down, is the most interesting way to handle, like, feeling like you want to quit. What if you just imagine you want to quit, and then you just go in there in your head? I've done that with couples many times. Why don't we just imagine that you guys break up, and they usually go, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, I do that. I like embrace, you know, if I'm feeling resistant, if something's on my mind a lot, why not just imagine that thing happens? And so I did that, because, you know, it's a lot. My company is a lot. And I was thinking, well, if I give it up, then I'll have more energy for my health. And then I realized I would probably be depressed, and I'm not depressed. And I think it's because I am continuously moving toward my goal. And Mark and I were just talking about this, so a lot of stuff is honing back to that. I want you guys to see this podcast, because I think it was hands down one of the best ones we've ever done. Yeah, I kind of got ahead of Mark, and he's put on the spot, but you know what? He had the courage to do that in that moment. And, you know, to be vulnerable is not easy. So today I got to listen to Jill Johnson Young talk about death and dying, and I had interviewed her, when was that, last week or the week before? I can't remember exactly. And I have to tell you, I didn't realize how much courage it took for me to be there at that training, because of my mom dying, many people in my life dying, and then Daniel dying, and then me getting the diagnosis that I was dying a few times this year. That took courage. And I stood up and told her I was checking out of her training, because it was really impacting me, and I really didn't want to hear about all these details. And I was, it was really interesting. So I decided, I told her, and then I decided to, as much as possible, like, I'm going to teach myself from the material she gave us because that was hands down difficult to listen to right now. And yet I had the courage to be there, and I had the courage to stand up. And if I can do it, you can do it. You know, to be somewhere that's going to trigger you. Some part of me told me not to go, and I'm so glad that I didn't listen to that part, because there's a picture of Jill and Sherry and I on Facebook, and it was amazing. And so I know I'm not used to coming in on Fridays, but you know, I'm starting to create like this intentionality of these videos, and I just finished with Mark, and we'll post that. I will post that by 5. There's no we, it's me. And I'll post the podcast, because it's going to be both, because if you're in the car, then you can listen to the audio, and if you're in your at your computer, then you can watch the video. So it's a choice, and I love to give people choices. So that's how I work as a therapist. That's how I work as a coach. I like to talk to many different audiences and give people choices. It's interesting to see what people pick. Anyway, please have a wonderful, at this point, evening. I'm trying to decide if I would like to live alone or to have a roommate. And I had some company today working on one of my rooms in the house, and I thought, gosh, I miss talking to people here. But I'm not sure I miss it enough. So it's just getting curious about it. That's all. Anyway, with that being said, you guys have a great day and be blessed.